Now, tea sippers, I know I'm not the only one that watches reality TV. Child, let's spill that tea. Clock that reality. Hi, tea sippers. Welcome to an all-new episode of Clock the Reali-Tea. This is your host, Mark Midwestern, honey, and you know I bring it to you fresh every single time. And this time, let's dive right into Rhode Island because there's going to be a lot of premieres coming up, and I was intrigued because Dolores is going to be joining the girls as a friend. Let's take a listen to this clip so we can start getting to know the ladies, honey.
But Dolo, I like to call you Dolo now. Yes, Dolo, did you mentor them since you've done this before?
Well, I was there for them. I felt like I was sometimes the wellness team. And
the wellness check.
The wellness check, wellness team, therapist, all that. But I just told them all, and this is the best advice for all housewives I reach out when they come on. Be yourself, because it's yourself that got you the job.
Yes.
So,
100%.
and they all were. You're going to see these girls gave it 100%.
Well, I mean, we were saying off camera, Andy's been talking about this.
Yep.
He's so excited. Okay, one by one, really quickly, who's the messiest this season? Go.
Oh, you're Switzerland. How's that?
You're Switzerland.
Oh, God. I mean, I think we all have our messy moments. True story.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody be honest here.
Look at you looking at her.
Yeah, but I'm really
Joe,
feeling it.
I
I think I'm a little bit messy, but I'm very honest.
Yeah, well, we heard that you said you use your voice.
Yeah, I tell the truth, and, sometimes that gets messy and unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Alright, tea sippers, I already told you about the girlies in a recent episode and who they were and what their backgrounds are. And the one that was talking about could be messy and that's just who she is and she just speaks her mind, she's gonna be my favorite. Cause the other girls are giving snooze fest, and I'm just being honest. So the clip that I just showed or just popped in here on the pod was Today with Jenna and Chanel. And they were all being interviewed along with Dolores to talk about the upcoming season of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And I will say I'm still excited because I'm happy that there's going to be another show that alternates with Jersey. But most importantly, I feel like we don't know a lot about Rhode Island. I don't know shit about Rhode Island, Chad. I just know it's the tiniest state in the country and girlies live there. Rich girlies. So I'm hoping that we're getting storylines. Some of these girls are going to be giving us prior careers and previous reality stars. I know there's someone who's from the Bachelors in Paradise. That's Ashley. Then we have someone else who's on the show who used to work with the Today Show, actually. And then a couple girls who moved to the show who are not originally from the Rhode Island area. And then, of course, we have some natives to the Rhode Island area, which is the girlies that were sitting on the front couch, which two of them look familiar. One of them is definitely giving me Dolores, who could be her twin, Miss Liz McGraw. I'm excited to learn more about her. She seems like she has a bubbly personality. She's also the eldest of the group. And it'll be interesting to see the other girl. I forget her name. I think her name is Alicia, and she's also pretty Italian, from what I remember. And it seems like she's one of the socialites of the girls as well. I'm excited to see what they bring, but I want to show you another clip, tea sippers, because this time let's get to know some personalities and see how the after show clocks in. Take a listen.
The question that I get all the time is, how do you like Rhode Island? It's like,
right.
How do you love
it
it? Do you love it?
Rhode Island's special on so many different levels. I mean, we have some of the most beautiful coastline.
There's so much here, so many hidden gems. There are a lot of connections to be made. You can become known and trusted really quickly, but you can also get yourself in trouble and make a bad name for yourself quickly.
It's just fun here. We have the beautiful scenery. We have a lot going on.
We have the best restaurants.
Rhode
best.
Island has the best food. I don't think you find any state where the people are more proud to be from it.
Which
than
is so
Rhode Island.
nice.
Which is so nice because Jared has this ultimate
loves it.
pride. And whenever
Yeah.
anybody asks where he's from, wherever we are in the world, he's like, oh, Warwick, Rhode Island, born and raised,
Yeah,
and it's so cute.
Okay.
But it is something that is definitely ingrained in them, and it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just a different thing.
Yeah.
Rhode Island's just fun because it's small.
We're in between New York and Boston. I feel like New York and Boston had a baby, and it's Rhode Island. And you know what? Chihuahuas. I love Chihuahuas. It's like a small man syndrome. I feel like we are just
What?
like Chihuahuas.
What's 2 hours?
Like the dog. I have two Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua. She's done.
I heard 2 hours.
I was like, it only takes 45 minutes
I
to get
really
through
hate
Rhode
Grand
Island.
Talkie. There's art. You have intellect. You have dodos. You've got it all.
What's a dodo?
Like dum-dums.
A dummy. My mom used to call me Dodo Bird, which is like the dumbest bird that there was. But
We have a lot of dum-dums.
In the same way that Salt Lake has a very interesting culture and it's a very small knit community and they have kind of a different mentality than like anywhere else on the planet, we also have that. And if somebody had to jump into it and was like, what is going on here? And I know you kind of felt that way, but at least you had a tour guide in Jared. It's a whole new world and you really you won't get it till you see it.
Everyone knows everyone. Her sister, I know her husband, I know her husband's family, I know all your friends. It makes you feel like if my daughter was to go to her house, I would feel safe because I know her whole background.
So, I think Rhode Island is going to give us a mixture of Beverly Hills meets the Real Housewives of New Jersey meets Salt Lake City because it's very small and Utah gives that small town, closed off feel to it. And I think that's what these girlies are trying to prepare us for. I think everybody's going to know everybody. I think rumors are going to spread easily. I think the gossip train is going to be gossiping down boots. And I think the girls are going to be here to serve us up something that we haven't seen before on Bravo. So let's hope this was worth a new takeoff for them to start this show because I'm still missing the Real Housewives of Miami. So again, tea sippers, my only expectation is that the girls deliver. I see big personalities. I see kiki, boom, 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 all that. Some of them seem kind of lame. No shade. Maybe this is going to be another family-oriented show and we're going to get to know the families more. So maybe we'll get to know the husbands, their kids, their grown adult siblings, their parents, that kind of thing. If it gives that, then okay. Then that's the kind of show we do need another show that can alternate with Jersey, like I said. But what we don't need is something that's dry, mediocre, no drama, basic, nothing going on, no big homes, no luxuriness. I want to see dynamic. I want to see parts of Rhode Island I've never seen before. I want to be able to want to visit after I watch the premiere of Honey. So I will keep you girls updated and give you the tea once I lean right into the new episode because I bring it to you fresh. Now, let's switch gears a little bit, tea sippers, because I hear that there's some more gossip going on the East Coast, but this time it's with Jersey. Yeah, so apparently they've started to leak some cast information. Take a listen to what I just learned.
Another alleged cast list for season 15 of Real Housewives of New Jersey. And this time it's a blind item, so it might be legit. Bravo officially confirmed that Teresa, Melissa, and Dolores will be returning. And Raj Attic on Instagram says that these ladies might be joining them. It has all their names and socials posted, so let's take a look. First up,
one name she skipped was Vanessa.
Nadia Ruffolo. She was in the last alleged cast that I posted about. In my last video, I said that her husband has a picture with Joe Gorga. So this is the second list that I've seen her name brought up in. So it's very possible that she is on the cast. Our next lady is Xiomara. So she's a wife, mom, New Jersey, Latina, family, fashion, fun. Next, we have Juliet. In her bio, it says she is the founder of the Artist Makeup Academy. And I heard of that academy in New Jersey. So that's really cool. I would definitely be interested to see someone like her in the show. And if you look down here, if I can let me get out the way, it says that Xiomara and Juliet are sisters. Then we have Diba Patel. Her bio says living my American dream, lifestyle dance mom life, India to USA. Either way, it definitely looks like they are shaking it up. I love that we might possibly be having more representation for women of color. Also, how do they get this information? Like, I want to get this info. Not even that I would leak it. I just want to know.
Okay, so hold the front door. Hold the hell up. So we're about to diversify Jersey. I live. And from what it looks like we're bringing some sisters into the show, which is going to be a different dynamic, given that the show has already been anchored by sisters, right? So bringing in an additional pair of sisters keeps that family-oriented vibe that Jersey typically gives us, child. But let's dig a little bit more deep. So now we have other people who are married to other people who are famous and that kind of thing that were allegedly supposed to be joining the cast. For example, they had a major league baseball player, child, no sports, but they had one. And then they had DJ Envy's wife, Gia. So there's a lot of rumors out there, but I can take this recent rumor here with 4 newbies joining these 3 ladies with maybe a potential friend of out of that bunch. But they better bring something better than what it brought last time when it came to Rachel Fuda and her husband, child. Because I was about to be done watching Jersey. And then seeing Melissa act out because she got along with Marge and all the other girls and not Teresa, I did not like that. I'm glad they patched it up and fixed it, child, because I wasn't going to watch another season of Teresa and Melissa arguing. Listen, as much as I'm going to miss the Marge, as a lot of people say they don't like her, I liked Margaret only because she brought the heat. Kind of like Kenya and Giselle doing their respective franchises, child. So I wonder who that's going to be. Because if it's Dolores, I'm going to be a little bit goot because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And also, I also want to make it clear that this is Teresa's show. So I don't know what y'all want to do with that. Y'all can plug it in. Y'all can plug it out. Y'all can make it like I'm making it up. This is Teresa's show. Now, I think the Gorgas think it's their show. They're a part of they're a part of it. The family-orientated dynamic with Teresa. Yeah, but this is Teresa's show. Okay? So I hope everybody is ready for this new season. I'm liking what I'm seeing with these new sisters and how they're, have their own businesses going on. One is very popular, has her own brand, is very popular in Jersey. And the other one married up. T. And Dolores is going to be playing again with Polly. And hopefully we don't get to see no more of Teresa's weird-ass husband. What's his name again? What's her husband's name again? Exactamente. He's weird. Teresa, it might be a pack-up. And I don't know what has happened between the last time since you and Louie made an appearance on screen, but it better give something different because I'm sick of seeing him turn red. Like, I'm talking like tomato red on TV, acting a fool, and just, I don't know, what, is he upset? Is he warm? What's going on here? We got blood pressure issues? What's tea? Clock that. So let's hope Jersey gives us what it gives us because, I'm already set for the drama, and let's see if this new reboot is going to give us a reboot. Alright, tea sippers, fill them cups up, Henny, because we have to dive into the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and my girls bring it every single time. First of all, speaking of a reboot, this is a semi-reboot since the network decided to axe Kenya and Britt because of all that revenge porn drama, and I'm glad we're removed from that. It was not giving so much of a Sweet 16 the way they was making it seem so, child. Take a listen to the sneak peek introducing one of my favorite reality TV stars and one of my favorite artists. Clock that. Take a listen.
Hi! Hello. Hi! Why you look like this? What I look like? Everything. Like you? Everything. Beautiful. Thank you. I want to see some pictures.
You want to see?
Oh my God.
Okay, so it's for the first single of Country.
My God. Oh, this makeup is everything. Oh, not a little Cam Country. So I have known K. Michelle through the years. Our worlds kind of have been parallel. People always think we look alike. We have done a movie together, and of course, I've always enjoyed her career, her music.
Please welcome Miss K. Michelle.
My name is Kimberly, known to the world as K. Michelle, known to my family and the country music world as Pudding. I'm a mom, a singer, I'm an actress, I'm a songwriter. I have 4 #1 albums on Billboard, 5 gold records, like 2 platinum records. I've made a lot of songs that make people smile, laugh, cry, dance, everything. I'm a mood changer.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
The new area that you're stepping into, country music, you know what they think about people of our color. They don't really understand that we started country music and that we're now reclaiming our part of
It's
it.
a
Not
big
to take
battle.
it.
When I started my music career, the record labels told me it was easier to do R&B than it was for me to do country. Every single R&B album I had, I said, is it time for my country album? And they would say, this doesn't sound black enough. I said, well, guess what? It's been years of a fight, but now I get to put out the music that's really in my heart. Yeah. Beyonce did Cowboy Card. I was so happy, that she saw what I was doing and all of that.
You going to the concert tomorrow? If you come, I can still meet you there.
I don't know. Beyonce had sent me some flowers, and her card was like, I can't wait for us to meet, so I want to take her up on that offer.
You know what? You need someone to carry your purse, and I'm going to be right there with you.
Bitch, you ain't got to carry my purse. We should just go and go for it. You look amazing.
Girl, I went through so much last year. I just been taking care of me. I don't know if you know, but my divorce is final.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay. But it's still stuff there that lingers because, you know, they just want to keep going and going and going. But
Are you okay?
I feel okay.
Okay.
I just feel like nothing is holding me back. So my divorce is finally final. This was a long time coming. Mine was painful and mine was public. And, you know, some of the main things that were in the prenup that were fair and needed to happen happened, and I'm good with it. Do I foresee myself staying in the house? Well, I mean, I'm paying all the bills. I would hope so.
Y'all, K. Michelle fits right in with the girls. And I knew it was going to be a natural fit. First of all, her story is compelling. Coming back into her love of country music and sticking to what she knows. First of all, I know K. Michelle is an R&B artist, right? Like, we all know her as an R&B artist. We listen to her music. Can't Raise a Man, Child, everything. VSOP. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me and everybody. Stop playing with all the queens in America who act like they don't know K. Michelle. But the gag of it all is Beyonce sending her flowers, being like, come to my Carter concert, honey, so we can spill the tea and meet and greet, honey. We got to support each other as black women, country artists, honey. Yes, ma'am. And that's what I think K. Michelle's super strength is this season, is the fact that she's versatile in her music, and she's given us something new. It's her debut season of Roa. She knows Portia. She knows some of the other girls, having been in the Atlanta area, having mutual friends with each other, and the superstar has entered the building. So I hope you girls are set down and ready for her to spill and bring it to us like she does all the time. But most importantly, it's very, very cool to see this side of K, because I feel like we've gotten the K. Michelle from earlier in her career when she was going through that DV stuff, child. You know I like to bring it up because I don't want too much of my girl. But let's talk about it. And she was very vocal about her experience. And I love when someone brings vulnerability to the screen, because that makes them a real ass bitch. I don't care what nobody says. And K. Michelle is giving us authenticity. And I'm very excited for Roa. So, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, sneak peek. Also in that sneak peek, we got to see Angela and her husband. And that weird dynamic is not, Charles is not like her. Maybe Charles does like Angela, but not that I've seen in no scene. Because it seems like we're filming today, Charles. Get it together. Make me, look, be yourself, but make me seem like that girl. I don't want to have to confront you over your comments, honey. So that's what Angela is doing. She's playing clean up with Charles while dealing with rumors with Phaedra, child. We'll see more in the premiere. I'm excited to see what else the ladies are giving, because obviously we got to see Drew and what she's giving, because Drew is already superstar status. Drew has been around for 5 seasons. So 4, 3, I don't know how many seasons have she. Drew has been around, child. So that's giving that Drew's probably going to dig into her bag and give us what she gives us best, which is a moment. And Portia is anchoring the show, sitting down with Kay, running the streets with Phaedra. I don't know what Shamia and Kelly are up to, child. We'll see. We will definitely see. And of course, we're waiting on Miss Pinky Cole, because the streets are saying that Miss Pinky Cole's house was repossessed or something because of her bankruptcy. And now there's been a ruling that she just got it back. So I don't know what kind of drama we're going to see on that, but it seems like Miss Pinky Cole is already in the mess, honey. Her story is front line and front page. So that gives that there's going to be a lot to follow here, and I think a lot of fans are going to like her. In the words of Phaedra, when she was on an interview, she said some of the fans might like her and some of the fans may not. So we'll see what that gives when Roa premieres on Easter, honey, April 5th. And you hoes better be sit down and ready, because these girls bring it to you every single time, like I do. Alright, and speaking of bringing it to you every single time, there's still a lot of rumors going on in Salt Lake City. And we know that the Mormon wives are from Utah as well, Salt Lake City adjacent. And rumors on the street is saying that the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 5 is going to be canceled, because they don't want to be associated with the Taylor drama. They said, listen, you fucked up. Like, you fucked it up. It's a wrap. Which is interesting, because now there's also rumors coming out that there's going to be hella spinoffs, right? So there's a lot of rumors saying that some of the girls are headed over to California to live, i.e. Whitney and Jen, and they're going to try to pile on a show and create something else, honey. Now, I don't know what that means, because there's another rumor on the street that says that there's another type of next gen show on the way, and I think they're trying to squeeze some of these girls onto that show to make a little. That's what the streets are saying, and I'm just gonna leave that there, and y'all can do with that as you please, because you know I spill a little bit of tea when I'm bringing it to you. Also, if we head over to Utah and stay there for a little bit in Salt Lake City, Mary Cosby has returned to filming. This is not a drill. Mary Cosby is back filming with the girls. She left because of the recent passing of her son, Robert Jr., from an overdose, which happened about a month ago. Rest in peace to him, and prayers to Mary and her family. But now they're saying that half the season has been filmed, and Mary has returned for the second part of the season, meeting up with the girls for a special occasion of some sort, where they're showing Mary some respect and talking to her about her experience and giving her all the flowers and kudos. Now, we'll see what that brings and if some of the girls are being authentic, and I hope some of the girls showed up for Mary off camera as they're doing on camera. But it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic shifts within the group, seeing that we're probably going to be getting a different side of Mary who's grieving, right? And honestly, I wouldn't have blamed Mary if she decided to take a season off. That's just what it is. Another rumor coming out of Salt Lake City for the Real Housewives child is that there's a new housewife by the name of Quay, and I believe she's friends with Lisa Barlow and Meredith, and she's not shy from dragging the girls. That's right. She's willing to go toe-to-toe with Bronwyn, Angie K, Heather, and I believe she was tagging that ass of... Who was that? Miss Brittany? Of course, I mean, who doesn't get Brittany together, child? So, we'll see what happens in Salt Lake City. I'm super excited that Mary has returned to the show because we're going to get a little bit more than what we were expecting. So, I'm proud of her for working through her issues with grieving her son. But most importantly, I hope she knows that the fans are supporting her 100%, and we can't wait to see her back on our screens. We love you, Mary. Hope everything goes well, girl. Hope everything goes well. Seriously, addiction is nothing to play around with, and I'm happy that you're holding your head high and that you showed up for those cameras. Speaking of holding heads high and speaking of being awesome like Mary Cosby, a really great show on Bravo is The Ladies of London. It's giving new era Beverly Hills. It's giving different, fresh dynamic. And you already know I was plugging it last couple podcasts by telling y'all that y'all should watch it. And y'all definitely should watch it because these girls' personalities are everything. But most importantly, I cannot stand Miss Margo. I can't stand Margo. You know, she's a try. She's trying too hard, honey. And I love me some Kimmy. So I will leave y'all with that as we head into this next clip. Take a listen to these London girls.
I'm going to LA in a couple of days, and then I get to come back with John.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, yeah. And then the whole family will be together. So tell me, what have you been up to?
I actually met with Kimmy yesterday. I wanted to call you and tell you. So she asked to meet. We went for lunch. To be honest, I didn't know what I was walking into. But she really sincerely apologized.
Yeah, now I realize you're much more sensitive, and I will be aware of that.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, cheers.
I accept her apology. You know, let's just bury it.
Yeah.
You know, it's done. Let's just drop it. But yeah, she doesn't want to drop it with you. She was like, Mark said that someone who knows you from before has gone to Mark and be like, this is like Margo actress on.
Mark said to me the other day that a girl had come to him and said, oh, I actually knew Margo from like years and years ago when she lived in London, and I was talking to her tonight, and it's a completely different person. She's got her acting hat on.
What the I mean, I expect this from Kimmy, but I absolutely did not expect this from Mark. I've heard plenty of things about Mark.
What have you heard?
I just heard that he, like, is a bag holder for Emma and is, like, desperately clutching onto her for social relevance.
Oh, bitch. Now we're onto something. Margo ended that statement by saying it's because his family disowned him. The knives are out. The knives are out in London. First of all, Kimmy gagged me last episode when she was like, let me sit down with her because Margo is twisting stuff up. And Margo is a twister. She likes to twist the situations into something that it's not. I don't know if she's just trying to stay in good graces with some of her girlfriends, but girl, okay. Trying to make reality TV, baby. You new to this. No, you're not. You true to this, I guess, the way you lie. And I guess she decided to sit down with the other girl the other day, and child, now they're spilling the tea, and Kimmy and it's not holding them back, and Mark's like, Margo was in the streets and doing this and blah blah blah, and she might as well be a madam, child. I don't think he said all that, but listen, when she said, listen, I'm shocked about Mark, but let me tell you about him. He's clinging on to Miss Emma, Miss Aristocracy, honey. for social relevance because his family disowned his gay ass. Excuse me? Fix it, Jesus. And I will definitely not be missing an episode of Ladies of London. Because I know Mark is going to have several choice words for Miss Margo for running that mouth. I think Margo's method is to stir the pot and twist, which is fine. But girl, when you poke the bear, you've already poked Kimmy. Now you're poking Mark and Emma. Emma just caught strays, child. The Ladies of London are a different kind of vibe, I'm telling y'all. And one thing I also appreciate is the fact that these ladies and Mark are very intertwined within the London community. But most importantly, it comes to show you that, like, acceptance within social groups is not something that just Americans put up with or go through on the scale of in the way that these ladies are. Because, you know, even with wealth comes relevancy. And with relevancy comes with, you know, okay, some of your baggage might show up that you might not be expecting. And I think part of what Margo is trying to expose about Mark is that he has a similar story that a lot of LGBTQ plus people have. And she's trying to use it for a storyline, honey. And I hope not. Because what if Mark comes back and says, girl, what are you talking about? My family loves me. What are you talking about? Because didn't Margo get married to her man and none of the kids like her? That's what the streets are saying, child. That's what the streets are saying about Margo, that none of the kids like her, that she's doing all this for extra relevance, that she's bossy, that she's mean to people, that she has high demands, that she tries to control the money when it's not her money, child. That's what I heard. That's what the streets are saying about Margo. So, not too much on Kimmy, because I want Kimmy to just light their ass up one time. Because we know Miss Micah ain't gonna do nothing. Micah gonna sit there looking confused, like, oh my God, do I say something? Micah, just sit down. Sit next to Mark, then be quiet for a little bit. And let the other girls handle this. This is what it's giving me. The Ladies of London are really bringing it to me fresh. Because my cup is empty. In fact, I need to go fill up. These girls, I'm living for them. Okay, UK. Okay, UK. Yes, ma'am. Alright, tea sippers, let's end things here by sliding on over to Drag Race because I just want to do a quick mention because this has me completely messed up. Why do they keep playing with the top 5 placement? Send home the person on Drag Race that's not giving, okay? Not somebody who's barely making it, baby. But anyway, from the lip sync, I'm sorry, my dear. Sashay away. And I love me some Jane Don't, but it was not her time to go. So I'm having mixed feelings. She did awful in the lip sync. I'm just having mixed feelings. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. Just take a listen to this clip and let's process it, honey.
Any Coco, Shantae, you stay. You may join the other girls. Jane, my queen, sashay away.
Thank you for everything.
So let me just make sure I'm getting this correct. Because now the season's giving, let's correct the Ben de la Creme problem and crown Mikey Meeks. So y'all mean to tell me that the top 4 on Drag Race this season is Darlene Mitchell, Nene Coco, Juicy Love Dion Child, and Mikey Meeks. Oh, now y'all clowning. Because that doesn't even sound right. I'm saying that doesn't sound right, okay? And I think Mia Starr and Jane Don't definitely deserve a spot in the top. Juicy is questionable. And I'm going to just go off a whim. Okay? I think Nene Coco is questionable as well. Because everybody was living for sis. I think some of the looks are really, really giving. But I don't think she's the supreme. On top of those 2 girls I just named. My top 4 would have been... Drum roll. No, you don't have to do no drum roll. Jane Don't, Mikey Meeks, Mia Starr, and there would have been a wild card. And child, I would have slid in somebody random in that spot. Okay? Darlene Mitchell can have it, baby. She's entertaining. She's the only one that gagged me in the roast. Okay? Listen, Season 18 was not it. Season 18 was not it. Jane Doe went home too early. The editing was weird. There's great talent. Kenya Pleaser stayed way too long. What are we doing here? I would have seen Athena as top 5. Girl, drag out personality. Drag out the competition. Do what you have to do. Keep us watching, but don't play in our faces like that again, production. Okay? There's no reason Jane Doe should have been sent home. Let's keep it a buck. But, let's keep it all the way a buck. Next time Jane Doe, you need to pay attention to the lip sync, because the lip syncs matter. I've seen a big girl do a lip sync before. That's why Kenya Pleaser stayed in the competition. So girl, when you get on that stage, when you get on that runway, bop it out. Because Nene Coco mopped you down. Just saying. And once again, tea sippers, thank you for listening to another episode of Clock the Reali-Tea. This is your fabulous host, Mark Midwestern, honey. And you know I bring it to you fresh every single week. And keep tuning in because we have 2 premieres coming up. The Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And if you want to get your tea, you know exactly where to tune in. Thanks for listening. Bye.